That's not my feelings. They done did a love spell. What happens? You get disgusted with the person. You don't want nothing to do with that person. Why? Because they did a love spell. You don't want nothing to do with them. It's like, ew, no. Like, yo, that just shows desperation, and it just shows like so many things. Like, you don't know what else to do, so you do a love spell. Like, you can't just talk to a person. You can't say something to a person. Like, you can't pick up the phone. No, but you want to do a love spell. And I'm just like, wow. Love spells don't work. Love spell makes you hate a person. Love spell. People that do love spells end up in jail or dead. They end up with terrible accidents. Some people end up scarred for life, you know, because of a love spell. It makes you crazy. You start acting crazy. You start losing your mind. That's what black magic does, is mental manipulation. Makes you lose your fucking mind. You start, I don't know, then they have to keep doing it. So if it works, because there's no guarantee a love spell is going to work, you know. But if it worked, it can wear off, and they'll stop loving you. Then you won't even know if they love you for real or is it the spell. When it wears off, it wears off. They don't want to be with you no more. So then they go and do the love spell again. And that's why people keep doing love spells, because that's how they got you. That's how they trapped you, with a love spell, and they got to keep doing that spell to keep you. You know, this is magic. I'm talking about it because it really happens. Like, you can go to a place and be like, "Oh, I want to do this, and I want to do whatever you want to do. You could do it. You could get it done." You know, when you talk to people, and this is what they do, then they'll start telling you how they get shit done, how they do freezer spells to stop a person, to slow a person down. I didn't know about this shit. That's being around people that sit there and they do this shit. They'll put you in a little jar, they'll bury you somewhere, they'll do something, and I'm just like, wow, like this what people do. This is what people do, and then nobody wants to talk about this shit. They just see you going through some shit, and then nobody will tell you, oh, how to cleanse yourself, how to remove this energy, how to free yourself from this energy. To free yourself from black magic, you have to get away from the person or the people doing the spell work. You have to get away from them, because when you're around a person that's doing spell work against you, it's going to work. You don't believe in it. Yeah, it's going to work because you don't believe in it. It's like you need to open your mind and just be aware. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be like, oh, that's not going to work on me. Nah, you need to be aware of this shit. And you need to know how to cleanse yourself, how to protect yourself. Cleanse. You wipe away. You wipe away from your body. You cleanse with salt and you wipe away. You don't wipe towards yourself. No, you wipe that shit out of here. Like, get this shit off of me. Like, wipe away. If you get a spray, you could get a spray. You could get my spray. You could get my spray, my spiritual splash, or you could get Florida water, holy water, rose water, all that stuff. It helps to ward away the negative energy. Nobody's gonna tell you. Nobody is gonna tell you, but everybody does it. Oh, I know somebody. Oh, I'm gonna take you to the person that I go to, and they could do what you want. Whatever you want them to do, they could do it for you. But isn't that a crime? Isn't doing a death spell a crime? Can't you go to jail for some shit like that? But you can't prove it. You can't prove the black magic. You can't prove it. So they can't go to jail. So they just out here killing people and nobody does anything, and then nobody knows. Nobody can put two to two together. Nobody can fucking think. And I'm just like, oh my God. So it just keeps happening. It keeps happening. And they just keep doing shit. These people keep doing shit. And I'm just like, yo, they're not going to stop. They're going to keep doing shit. They're going to keep doing death spells. They're going to keep doing chaos magic. They're going to do forget me spells. They're going to do all kinds of spells to manipulate the energy. to make things go in their favor. That's what black magic is. It let me spray myself. I'm talking this shit and I'm like, you know what, let me spray myself. Let me spray myself. And it's like all this stuff is happening. All this stuff goes on. Nobody is aware of it. How can you not be aware? The police don't know. Nobody fucking knows. And then this shit is going on and people are actually doing it. People are dying. And then what do they call it? Unsolved mysteries, because you can't figure this shit out because they done did some black magic on it and then nobody can see what the fuck is going on. Yeah, once you wake up, you gonna see this shit. You're gonna be like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's just like, oh my God. Like, all you gotta do is just open your mind and see this shit. See this shit for what it is. And you're gonna be like, oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe they did that. And they got away with it. They got away with it. Like, these people got away with this shit. They've been doing this shit for years. 20, 30, 40, 50 years. They've been doing this shit within the system, within everything, and nobody knows. Like, nobody knows. But you got friends that know people that do certain shit. They do it in their house. They do it. They have a store. They have a spot. Oh, you know, everybody knows somebody. But then you don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. That's how that shit go. And then when you tell, I don't even care. It's just it's so many deaths. It's so many breakups. It's so many love spells. There's so many poverty spells. There's so much chaos magic. Like, when you see shit, you in the street. I'm out. You go outside and you see shit and you just see like a whole group, people was arguing and fighting and a whole bunch of shit is going on. Yeah, that's chaos. That's chaos magic. Murders, death, all the stuff. It's magic. That shit takes over your mind. You don't know what you're doing. And then when you wake up from the spell, it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What happened? You don't remember. Like, what the fuck happened? That's black magic. You can't prove it. You can't prove it. That's why I write. That's why I write everything down. I write everything down because people doing magic. Then you can't prove certain shit. Then you don't remember certain shit.